Hey everybody, it's John Hope Bryant, entrepreneur, also the founder of Operation Hope, Promise Homes Company, Bryant Group Ventures, etc. 40 entities built from nothing. In times like these, I have worked through also. Times like these means that Russia just went to war in the Ukraine, which is a really selfish, self-centered, obnoxious thing to do from Mr. Putin, but it's very consistent with how he operates in the world. But that's created problems and opportunities for, well, you. If you're a traditional investor or somebody sitting on the sideline thinking about being an investor, or you're wondering what's happening with my portfolio. Well, first of all, as the founder of Operation Hope, I'm not giving you advice. Please do not go to your broker and say, John Bryant told me to do X. Don't go to an Operation Hope coach and say that John Bryant told me to do X. This is not investment advice. I'm going to tell you what I did today and how I see this, and I'm going to give you two pieces of direction that I took, and you see if it works for you. The S&P, Standard & Poor's, is the index of some of the strongest companies in the world, in my opinion, and it's down today because Russia went to war and because of other things going on. That was sort of a tipping point for the stock market. Well, I need to tell you some other things. Since January, the stock market has been in what I call a resetting mode, trying to find its ground, its new ground. You had, everybody knows, I need to do a separate video just on this, because it's so in depth and necessary. I say everybody knows, everybody doesn't know, but we've had this run up in wealth for those who are wealthy, got wealthier during the pandemic. The Federal Reserve, the federal government had leaned in the economy. All that, in January, there was a lot of froth. It was, the market was high, and I think a lot of investors got scared and started doing what I call profit taking and resetting, trying to take money off the table in case things changed, because in case interest rates went up by the Federal Reserve, which interest rates will go up. That's the second part of my video. But then with this war thing with Ukraine, that was like, for a lot of people, enough, and there was a market sell-off. Okay, people taking the money off the table. The S&P, Standard & Poor's, is down 15% last time I checked. Okay, 15%. These are some of the best companies in the world. They, unlike, some cryptocurrency where there's no assets underneath it, there's no income stream, it's just speculation. Like Bitcoin's down by 50% from its high. It was high of $60,000 plus. It's now down at $30,000, $35,000. So if you bought it at $60,000, you're not having a good day. You bought it at $50,000, $40,000. This might be your new norm at $60,000, $35,000. You're not having a good day. You bought a lot of it. That's why I tell people don't use your rent money. But S&P is different. They have income, Standard & Poor's. These companies have income, they've got assets. They are real companies with real employees producing real things. And in my view, they're coming back. This is where I'm telling you I'm not giving you advice. I'm telling you what I did. I bought more. So my stock portfolio is down. Okay, so what I'm doing is ignoring that. I'm ignoring that my stock market values are down, right? Why sell it? I mean, these are good companies. If these are things you wear, if you wear Nike, you wear Under Armour, you wear, you shop at Walmart, whatever. You shop at Walgreens, you shop at Starbucks. These are companies. I'm giving you some easy ones. That maybe you can relate to. Then why, if you think these are good companies, why would you jettison them? Because the market is down. If you believe in those companies and you see customers coming in and out of them consistently, why don't you buy more? Forget the fact that that portfolio is down. Buy some more and sit in the hold. Again, this is not investment advice. I bought more today. It's called buying on the dip. Warren Buffett has a great quote. When people are afraid, be greedy. When people are greedy, be afraid. So people were greedy during the pandemic. That's another video for another time. People are afraid now. This is a good time to buy. If you want to get in the stock market, everything's on sale because you have great companies that are half off, 2/3 off. These are great companies. PayPal is a great company. It's a great company. It's down like everybody else is down. And it's run by really smart people. I know the CEO. Walmart is, there's a lot, in my view, there's a lot of really great companies. The fundamentals are sound. Why would you want to own more of that and just wait for it to come back? My mother, I remember, and we owned stock in a speculative company. We owned Enron. And that didn't come back. It imploded. It went away. I lost a little money. My mother lost a lot of money. My mother, Juanita Smith. But we listened to the hype about Bitcoin and all that stuff. Oh, you can't lose. You can't lose. This is a new company. And they were cooking the books. They were, in my view, cheating, lying. Well, that company's gone. It's bankrupt. Doesn't exist anymore. We lost everything. We're not talking about that here, right? We're not talking about fraud and mayhem. We're talking about war, interest rates, outside parameters. So don't be afraid. Don't be scared, as they said in my neighborhood, right? Buy and hold. Buy good companies and hold them, right? Real estate is also experiencing some interesting dynamics, and it's not going to go up forever, right? But they aren't growing any more land, right? So I think that if you're a renter right now, and I'm a big landlord, so I'm talking against myself, you should be trying to own a home. And you can platform with me or somebody else for a while, get some credit for renting a rental record that's tight. You show you pay your bills, and then pivot to home ownership as soon as you can, because your mortgage payment right now is going to be cheaper than your rental payment because of what interest rates, which I'm coming to now in a moment. So another way for the average family to come up. So buy on the dip, stocks that are down, and hold them, don't sell them. And then buy real estate when your payment for ownership is one indication here is cheaper than renting would be. That's one way of you to sort of get a sense for whether you can afford the real estate, because they aren't growing any more land. Real estate values on balance have always gone up over the course of history. They go down in a recession or, God forbid, a depression, but they recover, and they always correct what I call above the line. All right. Last thing is probably the most important thing for the average person watching this video. So if your friend doesn't have a lot of time, tell them to go to minute 6:58 seconds. Start there. Interest rates. You need to refinance everything you got right now. Refinance your children if you can. When's the last time your kids made you some money? Refinance your house. Refinance your car. Refinance your student loan if you can. Refinance your credit cards. If you have worked on your credit is decent, and it's still time. I think you got 3 months, 4 months to work on this. But you need to, don't even go to sleep, right? You need to be working on this every single day. Like interest rates have never been this low in our lifetime, and they will never be this low again. Please listen to me. Interest rates have never been this low in our entire lifetime, and they'll never be this low again. It's like free money, right? Go refinance everything you've got. I've got 3 refinances going on at the same time, right? And every time one closes, I'm like, yay, right? 2% money, 3% money, 4% money, 5% money even is decent. You start getting to 6, 7, 8, that becomes, in this environment, if you got a 7% mortgage, you can refinance to 6.2, probably not worth the hassle. But if you, again, and go to Operation Hope, we can get your credit score up 54 points within 6 months. Get your credit score up. If you have decent credit, and you have some, decent credit. Keep it simple. There's work with my Hope Financial Coach people. We should be able, provided you can prove you can pay the bill, should be able to get your mortgage refinanced. And by the way, if you're refinancing into a cheaper mortgage, you pay the higher mortgage or higher rent. Of course, it makes sense to a lender that you should be able to pay something that's cheaper. Lock in that low interest rate. Don't wait. Don't sit there and, oh man, don't do like some folks did with the vaccine. I want to see what they come up. I want to see the research. No, you're gonna die if you get COVID without having the vaccine. Don't start putting a bunch of vaccine stuff on the video. Jesus, I'm just saying, 99.4% of everybody who's, I just love math, it doesn't have an opinion, have died from COVID, been vaccinated, or been hospitalized with a tube in their throat. That's not me arguing. That's just a fact, right? I'm triple vaxxed, right? I've got the 2 shots and the booster, and I'll take whatever it is they got. And I feel fantastic. When I got COVID, I was sick for 3 days and tested negative. And I feel fantastic. But I think I'd have been in the hospital maybe without the shot. So this is sort of a similar thing of don't let the perfect become the death of the good. Don't wait for perfect decisions. They don't come. The world changes while you're waiting. You need to buy real estate now because interest rates are very low if you can afford it. You need to buy on the dip now because the dip's going to change, hopefully, as soon as the world feels a bit more stability underneath their feet. Number 3, driving a lot of this, interest rates are going to go up, not going to go down. It's going to be probably 3 interest rate hikes later this year, is my guess, at least 2. And some people say as many as 5. I think that's not viable because of all the volatility right now still in the marketplace, i.e. war. The government doesn't want to rattle people. So, but the interest rates are going to go up. That's going to make some values come down. It's going to make some things less affordable. That's in the larger investment. So sort of trying to get so much in 10 minutes. As interest rates go up, values of things can come down. That's another video for another time. But maybe that makes some sense. But certainly it's less affordable. I'm sure that makes sense. Okay. But right now, interest rates are really cheap. Go get your money. Like I said, refinance everything you got, including your children. And I'm just partially kidding. Maybe there's a loan in your kid's name. You can refinance that. All right, love, John O'Brien. Go to Operation Hope, download the Hope in the Hand app. It's free. We have offices in 183 cities and counting. It's all available for you. Financial coaching. We're the private banker to the working class, struggling class, and even those who were once poor. We can help you come up from nothing. We're even helping to counsel some very wealthy people who just didn't trust anybody to help them understand that they didn't want to admit were not financially literate, but they courageous enough to come to me, and we put them into our situation because there's no shame in not knowing, there's shame in not doing. Love and light, John O'Brien. Hope this helped.